E ko Hawaii mai kahi pai a kahi pai o ke pai aina o Hawaii. E ano ho I kako ma Mele ma ka Lihiwai o wau no o kihi na hale a me na keu o ka puukani me ka haku mele o ia ho'i o Kaumakaiwa, Kekuhi a o Sean Pimentel. Aloha mai kako.
Aloha.
Thank you so much for coming here to this beautiful place, Honoli'i, which has a lot of history and a lot of significance for us here in Hilo, as you have taught me, your ohana has taught me. And we're going to start today with talking a little bit about collaboration,
Right.
and not only with the people, but I know that from what I've learned from your ohana and being around you folks is where you can get inspiration and collaboration from it. Sometimes it's not always people. Sometimes it's a place. And I was wondering if you could share a little bit about that, and then we're gonna throw it to you a little bit, Sean, to talk about collaboration with this ohana and with their music. So maybe Kekuhi, like start a little bit with that.
It's not really an inspiration. It's just a sense of it. And I think the other place where, especially in this next song that the first song that we're gonna do, the place that we pulled a lot of inspiration from was was my father's genealogical records, because a lot of our ohana names are pulled from my mother's Kanakaʻole clan, Puna and Ka'u, and because just a few years ago it was just a couple of years ago, it's my father's 10th. Well, we decided that we wanted to pull from the inoa of his po'e kupuna. And the song that we're going to do is called Hino Manu Ulua'e. And that's one of our tutus. And where the inspiration is not necessarily in the pedigree chart, but the inspiration comes from puanaing that inoa again. The inspiration comes from what is Hina Mano Ulua'e mean to us. And then as we sing the song over and over and over in kahea the leo, the inoa kupuna, kumuhonua and papa and lakoala, what that starts to do is it starts to wake up those people. When it wakes up those people, then inspiration sort of moves.
In the sense of calling in the collaboration.
Yeah,
Sean, so what was that like coming into the studio and bringing all of those frequencies and bringing all of those collaborators in with them? Mm-hmm. What was that like to be able to, having a task to capture that?
Oh, gosh, it's always just such an honor to spend time with them, whether it be on stage or in the studio, and helping to create these new stories of journeys or just history, things that we want to talk about and hopefully share not just with our own people, but with people across the world. So really when we collaborate, the music that I try to put to a lot of the lyrics and a lot of the leo is to try to entice other people that have no understanding of our culture or have never heard the language, don't even know that we're actually a people. If they're enticed by the music itself and the rhythms, then they go, hey, wow, I kind of like that, it sounds familiar, and then they start to listen closely, and then, hey, what is that,
I think it would be a great point right here to ask if maybe you could perform that song right now, and then we can continue on into our second song. E ka po'e Hawaii, e ano ho'i. Kekuhi, Kaumakaiwa, e Sean Pimentel. E na nea mai.
tuuta mahiwa akai tutu.
Mahali makahia moe makaboli imehani iyo papai.
Tau mahali makahia moe matapoli mehani iyo papai.
Idiavakea na wekahoa he na kupanaha awahihimai.
Itiavatea na wekahoa he na kupanaha awahihimai.
Ulavealani kai hupuna ai polia oi au da bo
Ulavealani kai hupuna ai polia oi au da bo.
na ke kuna awakikilani kaukaba na may otumu onuai.
Wana te tupuna hawa chichilani totapa mai na otumu onu.
Nei mo puna oi na manolua heo haililani.
Vai mai nei mo puna oi na manolua o haililani.
Nana nei oia, mele ma ka Lihiwai. E no hoi, na hoa aloha, na kamaino ke wahi nei. O Kaumakaiwa Kekuhi, me ko lako hoa o Sean Pimentel. Mahalo, anui loa o pi kamanene.
E te nana ke ua mai nei.
Ke ua mai.
Ah.
Frequency.
Pi ka manene pi ka ukele. Just saying.
Mahalo nui. You know, we'd like to just get right back into the next song if we can. We heard there's a song that became rather popular, a song called Moloka'i Jam. Kaumakaiwa. Just share a little bit with that, and we'd like to just get right into the Mele when you guys are ready.
Sure. Moloka'i Jam was born in, well, I actually like to take off of what Mom was saying earlier about po'e kupuna. In truest of form, that inspiration occurs, that ulu occurs when you puana the of your po'ekupuna, but these mele and these compositions become that. They become a conduit in and of themselves for that maoli, and so we like to refer to them, I think, as truest in the true ano Hawaii or loin Hawaii. We like to refer to them as poe mele, poe manu, poe la'au a pelaku. So Laila, this poe mele, Moloka'i Jam, was born 2011 February on the lanai of the Kalama'ula Aina of the Helm Ohana.
That was Lepe getting impatient over there.
Sometimes when you agree, you agree. And I approve that message.
It's appropriate for this time.
Oh, thanks.
So, go ahead. Sorry.
No. Inspired by, not inspired, but motivated by the Helm Ohana's pilina to that particular aina, and this is a relationship with that family that's been generations in the making. Ka hana George Helm ala o tutu kua kahi tutu Edith ma for Kaho'olave in the 70s. Wa ano ho'ili ia ke la ano kuleana maluna o mako a ia mauhanau naku. So with that was a mahalo to them, and remembering all of the pana'aina that he would take me to on the south shore of that particular place. So, and Moloka'i Jam, we thought we were smart, because everybody talk about Moloka'i bread. So that's it. The word jam, it's a cute little play on words for jam
Bread.
that go good with bread and butter, and jam because
And cream cheese.
we like to sing.
Cinnamon.
Well, why don't we get right to the festivities of the eating of the mele?
Oh yeah.
Moloka'i Jam.
Mae Moloka'i kaulili ahe moa e holula uniu Eli nai vai ki ae ahana o le ue
Mae Moloka'i kaulili ahe moa e holula uniu Eli nai vai ki ae ahana o le ue
Hala maula e ulepo Halia kuli no aio Au mai o hoi a pilo ai lana O ku au tu manua hiahi
Alo mai ta hala maula e ulepo Hari a kuli no ai o Au mai o hoi a pilo ai lana
O ku au tu manua hiahi Ka pana motu ka e ka o ka na ka kei ana kukui o ka hali pahola ke pili o mani ni kolo
Pai aku ka pana motu ka e ka o ka na ka kei ana kukui o ka hoali
pahola ke pili o mani ni kolo Ako he a wala ni te mai luna No ka pake a ka iki mai Mimi lo ka mana o e a tami lolo La ia e ia gula o makakilo ia
Ko he a wani kau mai luna No ka pake a ka iti mai kamana o ye atani lolo holoa.
La ia kulao makakilo ia. Au he au e ka hao ne hai. Nona ia o makakupai. Mane I ka olelo o se mea kiwa. Nona ina o kaunga lihipo.
Au he ka hao ne ai. No honaria o makakupaia. Mane I ta olelo a se mea tihipa.
Nona ina o kaunga lihipo. Ai e o ie, 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 ai e o ie. No Moloka'i.
Oh yeah.
Aloha mai e nā mamua haloa mai ke kahi au ai ke kahi au ako ke ia whai aina. E ia mako nā hoa o ka leo ʻŌiwi e launa mai noi ke ia haʻule lau ma ʻŌiwi TV nei.
What did she just say?
Stick around, you'll find out. Baile.
Kaleo ʻŌiwi, a new Hawaiian language learning series now on ʻŌiwi TV, digital channel 326 and online at ʻŌiwi.tv.
Alua kapilina o ke kolua lua ole ia rehi a ka lei momi aua e kaua i ka hikina ka hala makamai e mahai a kolu ka puana e lohi anei e a ke aloha pili anei lae lae kai makano babalina o ke kauhola ia a ke aloha a kolu ka puana e lohi anei e a ke aloha pili anei lae lae kai makano babalina o ke kauhola ia a ke aloha Mele o hano hano no one hanau me ka leini mai kau lanane pili me ka mai le o ka ala aina ole ke honi I ke ala Wana kumele o hano hano no ukuone hanau me ka leili mai kau lanane pili me ka mai le o ka ala o ina ole ke honi ke ala Aina ole ke honi ke ala Aina ole ke honi ke ala
You're watching on ʻŌiwi TV, Mele Makalihiwai, Poina Ole, ke kahi mele au I haku ai, ua nani no hoʻi. I'm here with Kaumakaiwa, Kekuhi, and Sean Pimentel, sharing their music that they've collaboratively created, and which has come from inspiration from the land, and from inspiration from their ancestry, and from our kupuna. Sean, I'd like to ask you a question, and I know that some of these songs, a lot of these songs, were products of trying to write things that complement songs that were being performed for Mary Monarch.
Right.
And
Actually, for a lot of the different hula competitions that we've been doing.
Right, and you and Kaumakaiwa have collaborated in creating a lot of these songs and hakuing
Yes,
Mele.
I think a lot of the halo and musicians understand when you're choosing the songs for the competition and you go, oh, we have this beautiful mele, but what's gonna complement that with a ka'i and a ho'i. And so a few years ago, Kaumakaiwa and I were trying to brainstorm what songs would complement a certain song. So I just looked at her and was like, why don't we just write something? And so since then, I think we've custom fit a lot of these ka'i and ho'i for the songs, and it is great. It's such a great effort, team effort. We all say it's a great team effort. Yeah,
That's wonderful. We'd like to ask you guys to do another mele. Kaumakaiwa, I think this next mele might have come from one of your more original compositions.
You remember?
I remember, yeah.
Mele haʻikupuna.
Aye.
And at some point, it all has to mean something. And the life of the gypsy musician is fragmented that way and compartmentalized. So I find now that although that was the first composition and the one of my very first, I find that the ha'awina in the words and in the title, Mele Ha'ikupuna, has just now applied to the present in my experience, and continuity. It's not just ha'i kupuna, but at some point you have to become them. And this mele is definitely a good reminder. So, and I had to ask myself, how come? Why are you doing this? Why do you go and why do you engage so many strangers with your olelo makuahine and this kileo? What does it all mean? And I think when all of the trappings fade away, it's the continuum that this leo becomes a part of and infuses with these words in the name of the women that I come from. So iola oi ola mako, and in that spirit, oia ihola.
E la koala, e nanea hoi, ya, mele ha'ikupuna. Mahalo nui.
Te ala o ka le ua he ka wai nei ka ulu o ka uka o tuhi one o nali hae o e na waine le la o puna I ka no I know puna o tuhi puone o nali hae o e na ine ele la o puna hai tano ele o ine tapu ka kalua he leo aloha no ia e he anei o ke ali'irua ai no puna o ruhi puone o nali.
You're looking at a voyage that will take Hokulea away from Hawaii for 3 years. You would be sailing at least 45,000 nautical miles. It would be by far the most dangerous thing that we would ever consider doing as a voyaging family. The risks are huge, but on the other side, the possibilities are enormous. We're not going to change the world, but we're going to go and build a network of people around the earth who are going to change it. And our job is to help them be successful.
All of the epic stories of great cultures have their heroes, guardians, and legends. In Hawaii, these 21st century masters are tapping into ancestral memory in times of modern disconnect to sustain our Hawaii for generations to come. Join us for Nalawea The Masters, an original series available now on ʻŌiwi TV, channel 326.
We're back here at Mele Lihiwai in the historical surf spot Honoli'i in Hilo Paliku with my dear friends Kaumakaiwa, Kekuhi, and Sean Pimentel. And we'd like to talk a little bit before we get into the next song about that, you know, your family is known like for chanting and for hula, but my personal experience with you folks is that you are so experienced and you have such a huge appreciation for all kinds of music. It's not only about traditional music. You guys have an appreciation and a love for all kinds of music. Kekuhi, could you share a little bit about how do you utilize sounds that come from a foreign place, and how do you incorporate that into your what you do as far as your family's kuleana or practices?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, that's good questions.
Mahalo.
Yeah.
Only on ʻŌiwi TV we ask good questions.
I have a thought.
Okay, you go first then, girl.
You know, before I forget, I was interested at a particular period in my in whale songs, and then this conservationist made a great comment or an observation that wondered why even something as pure and as primitive as a whale call, the leo of the po'ekohola, stirs something so deep and real in us that even if we don't understand it, the sheer melody itself seeps inside of us and garners some sort the most heartfelt and wrenching emotional response. So I think that's why that's the same way we approach music. That's the same way we approach instrumentation. That the key leo instruments are the melody. Song is so much older than we think it is, and it's from such a much more dim past than we give it credit for. And I think we often Kanaka gives ourselves a little too much credit, but
yeah, it's so we've been talking about ancestral memory.
Ancestral memory
comes from our place. Yeah.
So this, the paka paka kaua and this kahavai behind, all about these vibrations. They have melodic value to them that I think we do
I
overlook
appreciate
often.
their harmonic value. Yeah.
And that's our entire philosophy and approach to our music. That's why it sounds the way it does. So maybe it's not so foreign.
Should I talk?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think you should.
Yeah. Give them. I think, like Kaumakaiwa says, there's a primalness about the harmonics of, I don't like sound too cosmic, but it really is the harmonics of the universe. Okay, so there's let me just tell a quick story. There's a guy in Oahu whose job is to measure the harmonics of the Pele underneath, inside the rock. Okay, so this sound is so primal that the Kanaka, the ears cannot hear it. So they have special instrumentation. And so he records the sound, and you got to put the instrumentation in somewhere real quiet. So like in the middle of the forest, okay, where there's a lot of buffer. There's a nice, like how when you go in the sound studio and get all the sponges on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the forest does the same
sponges.
thing.
Yeah.
The forest has a huge sponge underneath it, and the trees are a wonderful sponge. Okay, anyway, so they put the instrumentation out. And what emerges from that is the sound of the Pele. And, you think when she comes out, she sounds like that. And that's your assumption, that she sounds like that. But when she hasn't puka'd out of the earth yet, the Pele actually sounds something like this. Like that. And I think maybe to our contemporary ear, that no sounds so pretty. But to the primal ear,
to the ear of the Kanaka.
I think, to the
ʻiwi.
primal ear, what that does is it really grabs your gut, just like how when the kohola makes his sound, or the ala. Yeah, I don't know about Lepe's sound, though. I haven't connected to him yet.
Yeah. He's auditioning as well.
Yeah.
They come in.
But, and you know what it is? It's what does it is the vailua. The vailua from that sound. And the sound is the vai.
Right.
The sound is fluid like the vai. And the vailua of that sound, when she pa, and your own vailua mixes with it, the thing is you gotta be permeable to that.
Right.
If you're not permeable to that, and if you don't sense it in a really, really oka'aina, like giving birth kind of way, yeah, then you're not gonna hear them.
Right, and that's like, from what I hear from that is that's why when other music that comes from other places, yet they're expressing their pele, their vai, their makani, their forest.
Exactly.
So we're naturally gonna pick up on that.
Yeah.
So because our primal cells will connect to those components.
Yeah.
And I know there's a really awesome mele that you kind of transformed a little bit. And
Yeah.
Yeah, and could we ask you to perform that mele? Maybe I give a little explanation real quickly what that is, and we'll get in right to this wonderful mele.
May kai.
Kukailimoku, that's that.
Yeah. Kukailimoku. Yeah, that was it.
E nā kanaka, holo he mai, I ka beko primal ear. Kekuhi, aloha.
It took a blast from the past
to remind me what's behind me, remind me what's behind me.
And I know where I've got to be.
In the valley, not the alley, in the sand, not the cat.
Took a blast from the past
to remind me what's behind me, to remind me what's behind me.
and I know where I've got to be.
In the valley, not the alley, in the sand, not the cat.
Looking where the water still runs free. Oh, it took a blast from the past to remind me what's behind me, and I know where I've got to be. In the valley, not the alley, on the sand, not the canyon. Looking where the water still runs free. Omumbi onipa, hanapa, kurike kako. only place to be, and we'll be unipa, hanapa, kurikika, kokeyamanao, butterfly free. Well, if you're ever in the dish, I hope you won't stick the movement, just drop down and see all the browns getting down, doing it all naturally. All the brown is getting down, and we're doing it all naturally. Hoi mai.
Hoi mai ko kako ai na hoi mai. Hoi mai ko kako pohaku hoi mai. Hoi mai ko kako ai na hoi mai ko kako pohaku hoi mai.
Return to me. We go hokumaru no kukai ni moku. Okapai reaches far across the sea. Hoi mai ko kako ai. Hoi mai ko kako pohaku hoi mai. Return to me. I will be onipa, hanapa. Kurikikako, only place to be. I will be onipa, hanapa. Kurikikako, kayamanao, a butterfly free. Well, if you're ever in the dish, I hope you won't shake the movement. Just drop down and see all the browns getting down, and we do it all naturally. All the brown is getting down, and we're doing it all naturally. All the brown's getting down, and we're doing it all naturally. Yeah.
Kuka ilimoku. Woo, with the primal sense. Mahalo anui loa. You know, Kekuhi, I think what is really appreciative is that you cannot perform without educating us just by how you do. And I think one of the most beautiful things I appreciate about you is that you allow yourself to be vulnerable so that we can see how we can, the potential we have.
Kihe, I like that. Yeah. That's a good point.
Mahalo.
OEV TV,
So
we will no longer call this performances or gigs or entertainment. We call them education. What you gonna do? Oh, you get gig. Nope, education.
Yeah.
Good point.
Hey,
I like that.
Yeah, I gotta go do homework. Gotta go to a concert. Yeah, but you know, I know you have another song that I've heard and I just really love, and to me, when I hear it, it kind of shares that Lepe really does like it too, but it shares a little bit about how you access it. When I hear it, talking about the dream, and how it's such a wonderful place to be in at times if you open yourself up to it sometimes, right? But could you talk a little bit about that, and could we hear some of that? Mahalo.
So sometimes it's a good place to be in. If you all in alignment, then the dream space tells you, shows you your next step, whatever. But if you're beefing with it, like how brother is beefing with that chicken right there. If you're beefing with the dreams, no, for real kind, then all the dream people that appear to you like a tutua or like real ugly or like that kind of people that come in your dreams, if you deny them their space or their message, they just come back to you again, bigger, more hairy, more nails. Yeah. So I think, and right in composing this song, I didn't have a choice to compose this song. I had to. It was months and months of dreaming, and this is about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And then I was denying my dream people, and they said, "Oh yeah," and and what was happening was that I was falling out of alignment with what I supposed to be doing. I was doing other things. And then my dream people just got bigger and bigger, and one day they just had it with me. And that's right. And they decided, Lepe, they decided that I needed to learn, and I didn't need to learn now. And their message was loud and scary. But the thing about scary is, once we learn how to get into our dream state, just like how we're in our waking state, no difference between those two spaces. dream space and the walking around space. Gotta respect it that way. And then so what happens is that I agree with I stop running. And what I do is I agree with my dream people that I'm going to create this memoir, this documentation via this song that's going to remind me to always stay in alignment with what I ought to be doing, how I should be acting, and what kind of potentiality needs to emerge. And so that's what this song is about.
Mahalo. Dream woman. Aloha.
Sing to me. My chest is heavy and my heart aches. Dream woman, sing to me. Rivers of tears running down my face. Dream woman, sing to me of all the faces of the night. Dream woman, sing to me. Eyes familiar to my heart. Dream woman, sing to me. Dream, 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 dream. Sing to me. I beg you not to leave me now. Dream woman, sing to me. Eyes open to a brand new day. Dream woman, sing to me. Salty tears stain my face. Dream woman, sing to me. Oh, sweet passion, light my fire. Dream woman, sing to me. Dream, 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 dream. Sing to me. I dance the sun until he sings. I dance the sky, the sea. I dance the rain, the stars, the moon. I dance this night for me.